Hello and a very warm welcome to Austria. The FIVB Beach Volleyball SWATCH World Tour returns for the 15th year running to Klagenfurt beside this beautiful lake for the A1 Grand Slam presented by Volksbank. There you have it, Klagenfurt, one of the most stunning destinations on a list littered with stunning destinations on the SWATCH World Tour. Here we are in the Keizer region of Austria for Netherlands versus Brazil, a match that will determine the winner of the women's bronze medal in this, the 6th and final Grand Slam of the SWATCH World Tour season. Wherever you're watching, a very warm welcome along. We hope you enjoy our coverage today. And wherever you're watching, remember to stay tuned. We have the final coming up in around an hour and a half's time to determine who will win this event. Well, these two teams fell at the semi-final stage. No disgrace in any of them losing against who they lost against. You can hear the fanfare at the minute on court as the teams are about to be presented. This Dutch team, who have won 2 gold medals already in open play this season, were downed by the double Olympic champions May and Walsh. Sanne Keizer on the right, Keizer-Van Iersel on the left-hand side. The crowd filling all sides of this wonderful stadium with thousands of people, as usual, in this volleyball mecca that is Central Europe. And Austria have come to look and see and be entertained, as has Agnieszka Miskowska. She'll be hoping, I'm sure, to make as little polemic decisions as possible. She'll be more than ably assisted at the other end by the Frenchman Marc Berard. So data business for just about everybody. That includes the crowd, us here, and hopefully you at home. Strap yourselves in and be ready to be entertained by these two teams. The Brazilians, of course, wearing white today. Maria Elisa Mendes-Antonelli and Talita-Antonelli da Rocha will be up against Keizer-Van Iersel, 23 years of age, the top server on tour last year. They weren't far of getting the better of Misty May and Carrie Walsh this morning. Former under-21 world champion is Keizer-Van Iersel. Sanne Keizer, a partner, a former under-18 world champion, now 26, and one of the most experienced players in a growing crop of good European teams. What about their opponents? Talking of experience, they've been there, done that, got several t-shirts and plenty of medals to go with it. Maria Antonelli, now 27, in her 3rd season at the really top, though, really getting to those big matches when she teamed up with Talita in 2009. This year hasn't gone quite according to plan for them, but they've been in the last 3 consecutive Final Fours. Won the bronze medal last week, hoping to do the same again this time out. Well, there was real disappointment for this team as well. Crossing it against the Chinese at some stage, unable to really get themselves back into the game in the 3rd set. They're friends again, they're hugging again after a brief disappointment and falling out on court earlier on. The court has the sun shining on it, perhaps for the first time today as well. It's taken its time to come out, but what a time to make an appearance. 25 degrees, it's getting warmer by the hour. Into the midday here, just after 1:30 local time. Netherlands won the toss before this bronze medal match. They'll receive on the left-hand side, playing in black against Brazil, Maria Antonelli, and white from right to left. Off we go then. They are serving long into Sanne Keizer, who manages to make up a pretty successful piece of side-out play. Good start. She was the target of the serve, received and put away the pass as well once it was headed towards her. First look at Keizer-Van Iersel. She got a top serve game going today. It's fairly venomous, cross court in towards Talita. Good, strong, solid defending. Needs a decent bump. She'll look to attack. Of course, up against Maria Antonelli, one of the top defenders at the women's game. Van Iersel will go again. This time it's a cut. Look to take the line. Well, the line just called it out, but it was right beneath the nose of our Polish referee, Agnieszka Miskowska. I'm getting word that some people who are watching the replay thought it might be out. Let's have a look for ourselves. Well, extremely close. Might have just taken a bit of the line, but difficult decision to make for the referee. 2-0 Netherlands. Well, that's the first side out for Brazil. First point on the board. Have a look at Talita going cross-court in towards Sana Keizer. Obvious serving target of the first couple of serves for Brazil. Both times she sided out nicely. Oh, good serving, very good serving. Just planting the seed of doubt in both Brazilian players' minds. Maria went for it. Talita going behind her. Not a real meaningful touch either. Pass unable to be made. 4-1 Netherlands. Talita's down. Scoops up nicely. Chance to try and finish off, but Van Iersel is there to respond. Hope doesn't manage it from Keizer. Antonelli, though, hammers down the line quite nicely. Keizer hits hard. This is odd with the reception, unable to really take the ball down. 5-2. First side change sees the Netherlands in front. Well, both teams looking to batter their best ever results at this tournament. Maria and Talita in the final four for the first time. In Klagenfurt, previous best for Van Iersel and Keizer was 2009, their 5th place here. Talita to Keizer. Right inside, it's nicely read. Chance for a Brazilian counter-attack now. And it's Talita who gets a roll on. Something she really didn't manage in the semi-final this morning against the Chinese team. First match, these semis, by the way, that both teams lost this week. Both unbeaten coming into Final Four Saturday. Bump up is for Keizer, nice high, wide and right. The ball, though, was sent straight back from whence it came. An absolute bullet of a hit on the angle from Sana Keizer. The reward for that is to take on serve. 6-4 up here, early doors. Talita looking to respond, cutting nicely. Here we go again. Nice high bump set from Antonelli. Keizer supposed to be blocking cross court there, not managing to. Talita wins it in the block. Enough to win the point though. Van Iersel will have another go. This time it's a real strong swing. Ball sent crashing into the sand. Netherlands retaining their lead at 2 points. '23-year-old Marlene Van Iersel. Into Talita. Still trains in Rio, where she's invited to come down. And the late coach, Jackie Silva. Oh, nice hit cross court. trailing for the first time with a serve. Side out for Brazil means that they're 2 points behind. Netherlands wait. So as a reminder, there's number 2 Talita in the serve. Here taking on the ball. And we have the right server. Talita from right to left. Good service as well, very good service. Keizer couldn't deal with it. That was made a last-ditch attempt to keep it in play by Van Iersel. Again, top serving from Talita. Something again that was missing in the semi, as Maria just about gets there but can't quite make the contact. Oh, well, not the first time Keizer served tough down the centre today. Not the first time in this match either. Some power and pace into that one. 10-7. Going well this for the Netherlands. Antonelli, Talita, she pushes long, right into the corner. The lead is cut to 2. Van Iersel hand setting, Keizer to hit, Talita's there. Well, she got a mighty old touch on that block, just about landing in there, Brazil, or in this first set now. Two line blocks signalled. And the line block's working as well. So from getting to 1 point back, we're now level. Dutch girls perhaps thinking about a timeout, but nothing too seriously wrong for them. Technical timeout too coming after this point. No need for anything drastic. They have lost a 3-point lead again. Service making a difference. Keizer going long, should be well read by Maria. Chance to swing now. This for the advantage. There it is. And 4 points really wonderfully strung together by Talita and Antonelli. 10-7 down, they go to the technical timeout, 11-10 up. And Brazil, again, showing the mettle in the bronze medal fight. Time to cool down for Sanne Keizer. Ice on the head, she's been out in that cauldron of the centre court. And it is getting warm, I can tell you a picture. Water being sprayed on the crowd, trying to keep them cool. Of course, this is these girls' second match of the day as well. Meantime, it's all about deep tactical discussion for Talita and Antonelli. They've had a calm, quiet team meeting in between this out on the jetty, and it is indeed very calm there. More evidence of that, and evidence of what I was telling you about a moment ago. Crowd being doused down. What you see every year here in Klagenfurt. The weather usually comes out of play as well. Not sure she was enjoying it too much. So water cannons out the way. Volleyball players back on the court. It's time for the serious action to resume. A minute, Maria will just change the ball. It's off her serve. Things have been going well here. I said earlier on in the day, not jump serving anywhere near as much as last year. It's the float that's gone deep. Again, Keizer is the target. She's struggling with the heat, but she's back on the money to side out. Van Iersel. Power and pace. Taken down nicely by Maria. It's a good pass too by Antonelli. However, how about that for a block from Sanne Keizer? Great response. Well, it looks as though that icing down during the break did the trick. Rising high, barrier, no way through it, said. 12-11. Good character shown by this Dutch team again. Still in the semi-final, fighting back time after time after time, and adding nigh on an ace there. Great serving. Talita-Antonelli do have the number on them here. Only meeting this season, though, it was the Dutch team that won. On the way to winning a gold medal as well. Just 30 minutes, 21-17, 21-9 the score then in Shanghai. Never met in a medal match before, though. And it's Keizer. Well, Talita beaten in the block. Really unable to respond either. It's the Dutch who had the advantage. Set is for Keizer, who pokes. Well, they're appealing for an attack that wasn't quite legal. Let's have a look so we can see the contact here. That looks okay. Maria certainly wasn't too happy about it. Told to be quiet by the referee. Been a lot more liberal with cards this year. Would be best advised just to get on with it, Antonelli. Certainly not to lose focus anyway. They're in a real fight for this first set now. Poor pass, very poor pass that is swatted home by Sanne Keizer. 16-13, an absolute gift. It came right with a bow on that one. Here comes the ball drifting over nice and easily. Sanne Keizer sent it straight back. Good serving. Well down, Talita. Chance to make amends for that. And they do respond nicely. Not being outplayed in terms of score, you get the feeling the Dutch team are certainly a little more on top than the 16-4. 14, I should say. Just show us. Make that a 3-point lead. Now starting to reflect a little more. Just how this Dutch team are playing. Set nicely. Not just the moves on court that are choreographed. Talita finishing off well. Not the most orthodox of hits. Had to be put away though. Right on the line. But they're inching towards it now. Just a push wide. Little suggestion that might have just resulted in an unforced error, taking a couple of millimeters or so of the line with it. That's all it needs, remember. Van Iersel, once more her serve, really doing the business. And it's worked. Brazil with the unforced error. 19-15, timeout taken by Talita-Antonelli. Set one is almost a lost cause now. sat down at the technical timeout, everything was going rather well. I think everything's been well all weekend for all this lot. Be well into tomorrow as well. Remember, the men's Final Four comes up tomorrow, Sunday. This is Talita putting the ball out when she'd have expected to hit the court. And Iersel watching it all the way. Good defending from the Dutch. Very, very difficult. Keizer's blocking cross court. $19-15 then. Iersel for once not getting it right, perhaps in the second time on my count this set. So Brazil get a side out. Need to do something with it now. Need to make these serves count. Winning points off your serve in beach volleyball, although it's the only really controllable element that you can have, is certainly far from easy. Those teams will side out easier than they'll score points on their serve. There, Brazil are given a gift though. Double touch from Van Iersel. Brings them back to within 2, so they're half the deficit. Here we go again. And there's the spin. Good decision from the referee. Clearest indicator of 2 separate touches. That's a good response though. It is played with power to bring up set point and force the issue as they want to do. Nice high wide setting. Opens up the angle. Keizer accepted with delight. Issue serving for the set. Talita now to hit. Brazil siding out. There he goes, and with it the set. Blocked wide and blocked out. Handshake after a very, very good team effort. Remember, they won the first set though against Misty May and Kerry Walsh. Brazil came back last week against China in the bronze medal match from a set down 2. Antonelli and Talita know how to battle. This isn't over yet. The women's bronze medal match sees the Netherlands go ahead 21-18 in set 1. So a moment's respite from the heat. Any excuse to dance and have a good time. Haven't needed too much of it this week. There's a real party atmosphere, a festival in Klagenfurt. And they're celebrating a special anniversary too. 15 years the SWATCH World Tour has been coming to Klagenfurt. Remember, 10 years ago we had the World Championships here. It was in 2001, of course. When the women first started playing here. We've been here 10 years. And here they are in the Final Four. Bronze medal match with the Netherlands ahead. Van Iersel and Keizer taking the first set by 3 points, 21-18. They'll be serving first from left to right with Van Iersel, Talita-Antonelli. The aim of the game for them is to get back in the match. Good start. They win a point straight off their serve, the Dutch girls. Had to work for it there. Cross court towards Talita. Van Iersel strong in the block. Talita will try and keep them in it here. Chance for Keizer to swing away. And although Talita got the touch, flew off, out of bounds. Netherlands 2-0. It's exactly how they would have wished to stop. Good blocking. Well done, Maria, as well. Important touch to keep it in. Van Iersel to continue. Oh, right on the line. That is one of the top aces you will see. One of international beach volleyball's finest servers comes up with a special of hers. It dipped to hand venom, pace and movement. Everything required to beat the opposition. That one was quite the opposite. So they settle into a 3 lead. Antonelli and Talita, though, getting the side out. One previous Grand Slam win for them, that in Stade 2009. Nicely played. Maria rolling down the line. If the Dutch were to win this match, they'd equal up the series 3-3. Only once have they gone to 3 sets, though. That was in Stavanger last year in the Pool C matchup that saw Keizer-Van Iersel come out on top. Nice cut shot. He had a reach for that one. Talita points to herself as if to say she should have done better. Well, the poke denied. There's a big no-entry sign up at the minute. It's been placed by Sanne Keizer. No way across the net. 5-2 Netherlands. Now we were in the early stages of the first set. Netherlands really ahead from the word go here in this bronze medal match. Talita having to fight to keep that one in play. Maria hitting long though, no touch on the way through. This is looking very, very good for the European team. Maria and Talita, by the way, looking for what would be bronze medal number 10 for them on tour. Sanne Keizer and Van Iersel have lost 5 of these bronze medal matches, winning just 1. Fifth place finishes, I'm sorry, 4th. Difficult to get a 5th from a final 4. 4 place finishes, I should say, in the final 4s than anything else. But remember, they have won 2 events, never lost a final. Van Iersel. Talita. Well, it was way too close to the net for a no. Hanging over, though, was Sanne Keizer, who put the ball out. That's better for Brazil. Similar pattern that we saw at the start of set 1. Sanne Keizer to rise and hit. Antonelli's there. Talita now. Oh, that's a poor set. Antonelli with wonderful placement. Well, that will do their confidence the power of good. Hoping to not lose their 21st match. 150, lost 20 so far, the Brazilians this season. The Dutch, for their part, 141, lost 17. Right on the line. Well, they're just holding on to that 2-point lead here. Letting just side out, next to Van Iersel. Iersel going long, failing to rediscover that serving mojo she had in the first set. Be very surprised if it doesn't come back at some time in this set. They've just got to take advantage of it when it does. Maria, in the meantime, will look to just drop it short. Thought about going in two. In the end, she'll leave it for Van Iersel. And here's there again. Needs to touch here. Keizer's chance to be set up for a swing out wide. Goes a bit left-handed. Brazil still going. Antonelli now. Once more required to pull out the spectacular. And up, followed by something that just about gets them level. It wasn't the prettiest, but everything that came before from both sides was worthy of each and every clapping hand. And I can tell you, almost to a man, they're on their feet here at centre court in Klagenfurt. Heroic defending all the way through. That, though, was the moment it was ended. Seven points apiece then. Van Iersel to hit. Very important that the Dutch side it out there. Just in danger of giving a bit more momentum away to the Brazilian team. Antonelli to rise. It's Talita off the block and wide. 8 points apiece, deadlocked here in set 2. The crowd are enjoying it. Listen to the noise around. The announcers do a great job here, but it's exactly difficult to get them singing. Mindset anyway. Van Iersel off Talita and way, way long. Won't be too much of a disappointment with Talita. Nice cutting. Taken well behind the net as well. And then it was just a push across net. Line block plus line block. Well, they required those. The serve goes straight out. Oh, well played. Just settling into a side-out back now, both teams. Fairly evenly matched in their history, remember. 3 Brazilian wins for the Netherlands, 2. More experience without doubt this Brazilian side, though. And as Van Iersel rises and hammers home. Just about with the advantage at technical time at 11-10, hardly anything to separate them, but remember Brazil under pressure as they're a set down here in this bronze medal match and need to force a third if they don't have any chance of picking up 2 successive bronze medal tournaments. And they were there in Stara Blanca in Poland last week. As we see a reception, bump set, and bang from Van Iersel. Still very warm out there. Sanakan's doing her best to keep herself cool. Always the one as well. Keep her cool mentally here. She might just be able to do enough to force things through in straight sets. That's what they couldn't do against Misty May and Carrie Walsh. They paid the price for that by losing the third in the end. Van Iersel into the net. So all of that brings Antonelli to the line. Talita-Antonelli, power and placement allied together to result in a point off serve for Brazil. Keizer. Well, so important the Dutch goals respond. Brazilian players putting pressure on them for the first time really in the game. The crowd still building up for the final. Not sure many of them will move from their seat now before that. Danger of losing it. There are queues a long way down the street to get back into the stadium. So 2 points on the spin for Netherlands. Talita's roll. Keizer getting the touch. The ball being returned courtesy of under the net to Brazil. Into back level again. Oh, Talita. Well, returns the blocking favour. That's got the crowd dancing up and down. Nice reach. Serve floated into Van Iersel. She'll try and put this away. First touch came from Talita. Maria unable to equal it. Just as Brazil, I think they might be able to edge in front. Netherlands hold on to keep it at 14-all. Antonelli. Oh, cutting beyond the falling Keizer. Realised halfway through that block she'd missed out, trying to get the ball on the way down. Just in front of Antonelli. But it's still working for the Netherlands. $15 each. Both sides really stuck on a stalemate at the minute. Again, not too much pressure on this team on the left-hand side there. They already have a set in the bag, remember. That's a bit of a gift, and it's taken advantage of. Poor stuff from Maria. Antonelli gives Keizer something to pat down. And there's the pass, just drifting over. No chance for Talita to get there. Point off serve for the Netherlands. They can back this up with another. They'll be in the driving seat. And there it is, with all the luck in the world. Brazil call timeout. Talita absolutely furious with her bad luck there. First of all, that mistake for Maria, then the serve that creeps over when it perhaps should have stayed in the net. 17-15 the Netherlands. Brazil on the verge of losing out in the bronze medal match, unless they can come back very, very quickly indeed. Well, talk about keeping a cool mentally. They're more or less there.
Und die Brasilianerinnen, die brauchen jetzt unbedingt das Cyber mit eurer Hilfe.
Keizer to continue. Talita hits hard. Well, it all starts with a side out. To add bigger building blocks. So Netherlands safe in the knowledge that every time they side out, they go to that magic 2-point advantage. And they're also just 4 points from home. Van Iersel is the target. Set wide for her. Down the line. Brazil read it though. Chance to come back straight away with Maria. And they do. Brilliant way to come back after the timeout. All credit to Brazil. Certainly Antonelli made that mistake that really could have cost them the game. They've made the Netherlands have to work to get another advantage if they're to do it in 2. Bump up is for Van Iersel. Talita's there. This time Keizer will have a go and gets it right. So no lying down from the Netherlands either. Oh, it's so tense. It is so tight here. Brazil respond positively when asked the question again. So 18 each. Something's got to give here. And it's the Keizer. Oh, wonderfully hard hit. Now, 2 away. They need that gap though. Point off serve here. It'll be so drastic as to bring up match point for the Netherlands. No mistake allowed for Brazil. Maria is the target. Up on the right, tries to respond and does so with force. Keizer jumping in the block. Van Iersel down the line. First match point chance is brought up. 2019, and they've got their big server with the ball. How they would need a Marlin Van Iersel ace now. That really would seal the deal, and quite spectacularly too. The crowd can sense it. Here she goes. Taken down by Antonelli, who takes all of the heat out of the situation. Bump for Van Iersel. Antonelli, chance now. Oh, and it's hit well. So from match point we go to set point. And now it's in favour of Brazil. It's they serving for the set. The Netherlands take their timeout, but still allowed and still allotted. Brazil will have to wait to try and serve to force a third set. It was that piece of defending that Maria gave them the counter-attacking chance. And Iersel unhappy with herself for not killing the ball earlier. Those of you waiting for the final, we're 3/4 of an hour away from that. Still the bronze is yet to be decided. We could be going to another. A wave of a different type going around the ground at the moment. Pretty spectacular stuff, just as you see on court throughout this match. Van Iersel hits hard. Maria wants Antonelli to go for it. So we've had a match point saved and a set point saved. 21 points apiece now. The Netherlands not far away from closing out the match. Brazil looking to force a third set. Sanne Keizer. Down in towards Talita. She now looked to get her on. Well defended. Plays at that, perhaps could have let it go. This time it's Keizer, and she should have let it go because it would have been out. Keizer though, and her block brings up match point chance number 2. And this ball definitely would have been out. Here we go, let's have a look. Watch it, Talita, watch it. Oh, it's a country mile out. Why play at that? That could be the mistake that might cost them the match. Forced to play in the deep court here. Up against Keizer, who scrambles and struggles around for the ball but can't quite save it. Match point saved yet again. Talita-Van Iersel. There's a chance to swing home. Straight down the middle. And they'll have yet another point here to try and bring up this bronze medal. Looking for bronze medal, number 2 of their career on the Swatch World Tour. 2 wins have come this season. This though is a Grand Slam. This is the real deal. This is the biggest consistent level of competition there is. Talita-Van Iersel, here comes the chance. Swing from the Dutch. There it is. Talita-Antonelli beaten. Van Iersel collapses to the ground after what has been an epic battle here in set 2. The Netherlands 2, Brazil 0. It has been a wonderfully taken win for the Dutch girls. Entertainment to the hilt. Brazil offered entertainment too. Not quite at the best though. And forced to walk off, beaten. The third and final step on the podium will be taken by the Netherlands. Straight sets the win. A punch of the air in delight from Sanne Keizer. And celebrations will go on right into the night. Well, what a way to go into the European Championship finals next week as the best placed European team at this Grand Slam event. Third on the podium, only behind China and the United States. Not quite sure what order they'll be in. Tune in for the final if you wish to see that. 40 minutes away from now. But now, the crowd and the Dutch celebrating in unison. It's a European success. There haven't been too many of those on the Swatch World Tour this year. So as the girls go off to celebrate, they pause for the photographs. It's our time to go and have a quick look at how this happened. For the winning point, but it's all over to Talita. Her kill that was picked up nicely. And as soon as that ball went up, and he had little doubt that it wouldn't hit the sand, straight through the middle. The winning hit, a sensationally well-struck swing. And the celebration to go with it from Marleen Van Iersel. Well, a delight for the Dutch. Well, there's a scene on centre court. Everybody preparing now for the big one. The final coming up a little later on, 3 p.m. local time, just under 40 minutes from now. Central European time, that is, 1 p.m. GMT if you're sending your watches around the world. Remember, it is the USA who will be up against China for the gold medal here in Klagenfurt. So we leave you with scenes of Dutch delight. Netherlands winning bronze, Let's see the highlights before we leave you, and we'll be back again at 3 p.m. local time with the final. Until then, it's goodbye.